always vowed to myself that if the Lord allows it, and I live to 75 years, it would be a defining moment, a defining age. As I said to you earlier, I want to repeat myself, because sometimes it is only by repeating yourself that the message can become clear and the message can be understood. I am grateful for those years. I give thanks to you, I give thanks to the Almighty. I also give you thanks and praise for the way you have cared for me and protected me all of these years. Once you are in your 70s and even before, it is inevitable that ill health becomes a reality. True, I look youthful, energetic, and possibly still very handsome.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
But the energy that I once knew has dissipated. The enthusiasm I once had has diminished. My passion, too, has lost its intensity. Age can bring wisdom, conviction, understanding, but also it tempers you, slows you, and restrains you. Politics has also changed. Ideology, or what you believe, seems insignificant these days. Few persons are motivated by honor, integrity, and commitment. Very few believe in the promise of an idea. As you have often heard, politics has become transactional. It is now about what price can be exacted and be paid. So now, to vote, you do not see it as a duty, as a responsibility, but you must be paid to vote. To get support, you must award a contract. And if you don't award a contract, then there is anger, there is disappointment, and you'll be told that don't expect the vote at the next election. It is the politics of a new generation. Some will believe that they can give you or offer you better representation than I have given to you these past years. I say, we shall see. As we always say, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. The truth is, you deserve even better than I will be able to offer to you in 2026 and beyond. And so now, I pause. I pause. Just for a moment, to catch my breath. I want you to play for me the Rivers of Babylon. Just play to let me hear the words of the Rivers of Babylon. Just one more time. It's my inspiration tonight. There is a few lines in there that I like in particular. No, you sit. No, you sit. You wonder why I like that song? You wonder why? You wonder why? And just listen to that verse that speak about the meditation of our hearts. That's what I want you to focus on. And so I have come to this delicate juncture of which I speak. I have therefore decided that I will no longer offer myself to be your candidate at the next general election. Some of you will be sad and disappointed. Some will gladly see my back. I'm also aware that some of you believe that it is time for Vieux Fort South to be represented by a Vieux Fortian. Even though I respect those who openly profess such views, I do not accept their logic. But they too will get their wish. But I hope I will continue to be an example of a politician who demonstrated that place of birth and upbringing are not impediments, that what matters are commitment, dedication, truth, love, and respect. There are some anxious and awaiting this announcement, and I have no doubt that those who have offered themselves for the constituency will receive the clarity that they have sought these past few weeks. So far, 4 individuals have expressed a desire to succeed me as the next candidate of the Saint Lucia Labour Party. They are well known to you. Augustus Cadet, Trisha Lionel, Danny Butcher, and Kentry Frederick. I believe you know all of these individuals. Much has been said these past few weeks, and I want you to listen to me very carefully at this juncture. If anyone says, if any of these candidates say that they have been endorsed by the party or even the Prime Minister, then I say to you, discount or dismiss such utterances. These are rumors, mere speculation and no more. The Philip J. Pierre that I know will never ever make the mistake of telling any of these candidates that he supports or endorses a particular one over others. So what is my advice to you as you go through these next few weeks? My advice to you is to observe the various candidates, familiarize yourselves with their history, personal and otherwise, hear their plans and proposals for the constituency, assess how they interact with you, how they express their commitment to the Saint Lucia Labour Party, and how they will campaign to win your confidence and support. As I say to all who approach me, it is early days. And what I've said to you tonight is what I have said to all others who have approached me. I want to take the opportunity to tell you what the rules of the Saint Lucia Labour Party are and how the process unfolds. The rules of the Saint Lucia Labour Party are simple. The constituency executive is required to send out an invitation at the behest of the party to identify those persons who are interested in being candidates. This can be done even though you have a sitting parliamentarian, as happened in my case. Then at some point, on a signal given by the party, the constituency executive is required to interview the candidates, assess them, and rank them. In other words, the executive is to say who in their opinion is the number one candidate, who is number two, who is number three, and then number four. The names as ranked by the constituency executive are then forwarded to the selection committee of the Labour Party, who then conducts an interview of the candidates. The selection committee then recommends its candidate of choice to the political leader, in this instance Philip J. Pierre, and he will have the final say. Sometimes, if the selection committee is deeply split, it may decide to resort to other tools to determine who is the preferred candidate. I want to make it clear to you that I am not involved in these processes. As a matter of fact, apart from the candidates whom I see from time to time individually, I have never sat with them as a group. I have left that to the constituency executive. And I want to make it clear that I have no desire to be involved. In actual fact, while I respect my party's approach, my party's rules, I remain a great believer in runoffs to select candidates, provided that the process is well managed and rendered safe from corrupt practices. I'm not saying anything new here. I am on record. I have said so before, and I merely repeat my own article of faith. I have endorsed no one. I have met many of you who say you support a particular person. But you can never say that you have had a response from me. No one, none of you can ever say that I've asked you to support X or Y candidate. No matter what you think about me, what even the candidates think about me. But none of you can testify that I have asked you ever to support any particular candidate. The choice of a candidate is a decision that belongs to the Saint Lucia Labour Party. It does not belong to me. It is not mine to make. I will not be selecting the candidate for Vieux Fort South. I will not be selecting my successor. But hear me, what belongs to me is my right to express my views about the candidate of choice and to interact in the manner that I choose with the person selected to be the candidate. That is my right. That right I will guard jealously. I will not surrender that right to anyone. And so, my goodness, it's been an hour and a half we have been at it. You must want to go home. You must want to go home. I will close. No. I will close, my friends. I will close. And so, my friends, the curtains will be drawn soon. But there are some things, some articles of faith that I want to remind you of. And thank you, my friend. Thank you. There are some things I want to crystallize tonight that you have heard me say before, and maybe you have dismissed because you think, well, you know, politicians, they say all kinds of things. And you see, I'll tell you this, at my age, I don't crave anybody's understanding. I don't crave anybody's goodwill. I don't crave anybody's apologies. I don't want those things. Not at my age. All I want really is to ask you to remember who I am, what I am. First, tonight, I remind you that I seek no glory. I do not seek any glory from no one. I seek no honor from you, from the people of Saint Lucia, or from my beloved Saint Lucia Labour Party. All I seek from you, my constituents, is the memory of the love that we shared for each other. I seek no monuments. I want no buildings, no roads, no communities named after me. None. And those of you who do so, who have named roads and communities after me, You do so at your own peril because you are earning my displeasure, as I have asked that you do not do so. I seek no titles. None. None. I do not wish my name to be decorated. And the reason why I told you that my academic accomplishments are next in importance to my political accomplishments is simple. I want to proceed peacefully, carrying with me only the academic title by which you have known me all of these years. I want no more. I want nothing. It is enough that you trusted me to represent you. So, when I leave you, I simply want you to remember me as a good and decent human being who understood love, compassion, mercy, integrity, commitment, and humility. You remember in the years leading to the elections in 2006, when all they said was that I was arrogant? And they said that I was arrogant mainly because I could have seen through their foolishness, their untruths, that I could have seen through them, and I was unafraid to say what I saw. And this Labour Party is now learning what I had learned 10, 15 years ago. And really, sometimes I sit back and find it so remarkable that the experiences that I had shared in those years have now come to haunt the politics of our times. So I plead with you again. Let me dwell in your hearts, minds, and memories. I want nothing more. That is enough. I assure you that I will remain your representative until the day the general election is called and a new candidate is elected. I will be in my office every Wednesday or about in the constituency, as I have done for the past 28 years, administering to your needs. I will not surrender that responsibility. Rest assured that after I have made my exit, I will claim my right to speak freely, unhindered, and unchained. And no one will stand in my way as I express my views about my constituency or my country. I will also continue to defend, protect, and promote your interests with whatever strength that I have left. Finally, let me say this regarding the candidates. It is important that you do not feel that it is unfortunate that 4 persons can vie to be the candidate to replace me in this constituency. It is a good and healthy thing. It is good for the Labour Party. It is good for the democracy that we promote. But it is also important to remind every Saint Lucian that no matter what their station in life, no matter their origin, no matter where they were brought up, that they too can aspire to be the Prime Minister of this country. That the Prime Ministership of this country does not belong to some, not to others. But the greatest power that someone from Bruceville, the Bacadere, the Mang, Devon, Latuli, Cantonment, wherever they may be, Black Bay, is the opportunity that democracy provides them to become the Prime Minister if they choose that that is what they want. And I end on this note too. Some of you think that politics is the worst profession. I hear you. All politicians are the same. There are no differences among them. I will give you a simple challenge tonight. Which politician in this country you know that can come on this platform and deliver the speech which I have just delivered? None. None. Whether on the Labour Party side or UWP, none. Why? Simply because they don't have the kind of experiences that I have shared, or the background that I have had. That's my point. Others can do the same. But there is honor, there is integrity in politics. It doesn't follow that once you choose to become a politician, that you become despicable, that you engage in the worst possible behavior, that you are corrupt, that you are evil, that you do not understand right from wrong. I said to you that there are people who can make a difference in politics. And no matter what they will say about my legacy, I know in my heart that I have made a difference in the politics of this country. All politicians are not the same. And so tonight, I ask that you weigh what I have said to you. I ask that you consider all I have said to you. And I ask that no matter what you have heard, that you do not change how you see me. You do not change how you handle me. You do not change how you think of me. I ask that you allow me to love and respect you as I have always done. So tonight, after this rather lengthy address to you, I beg you, I plead with you to go in peace and share the message and allow our song, The Rivers of Babylon, to dwell in your hearts as you make your way home.